Hello and welcome to another video presentation from Lifestyle Peak. It's all going to be worth your time. So sit back, relax, and get a load of inspiration and fun from one of our videos. One. The official name of Switzerland is Confederatio Helvetica in Latin, which means Swiss Confederation. The Latin name is only used on official documents, but it is the reason why Switzerland's abbreviation is CH. 2. It has the most livable cities in the world. The concept of livability assesses which locations around the world provide the best or the worst living conditions. They look at 5 broad categories of stability: healthcare, culture and environment, education, and infrastructure. 2 of the most livable cities turn out to be Zurich and Geneva. 3. Switzerland is one of the world's best places to be born, live, and be happy. Switzerland was ranked the world's happiest country in 2015, and came second in 2016, after Denmark, out of 156 countries. 4. Rösti is one of Switzerland's popular dishes. Rösti or Rösti is a Swiss dish consisting mainly of potatoes, in the style of a fritter. It was originally a breakfast dish, commonly eaten by farmers in the canton of Bern, but is now eaten all over Switzerland and around the world. 5. Place of watches. Thanks to the Swiss that we have the handiness of clocks on our wrists. Patek Philippe of Switzerland invented the wristwatch in 1868. Switzerland makes half of the world's production of luxury watches. When Calvinists banned jewelry from use in 1541, goldsmiths and jewelers in Geneva brainstormed the invention of watches, since a functional timepiece was acceptable. Since then, it has proven to be one of the most successful industries of the country, reaching the present status as Switzerland's 4th largest exporter. The nation has a long history of watchmaking, with a number of leading brands founded in the country, including Longines, Patek Philippe, Rolex, Tag Heuer, and Tissot. 6. Switzerland is home to adventure. Switzerland has 208 mountains over 3,000 meters high. This means there are plenty of hiking adventures here. Any hiker will love is the Chamonix-Zermatt Haute Route, a 12-day classic alpine trek, that will bring you straight to the well-recognized Matterhorn. 7. Cheese is here. If you like your cheese, then you will be happy to hear that Switzerland is home to 450 varieties, ranging from extra hard to soft, with hard-to-pronounce names like Sabrins, Muchli, Formagini, and Tom Vaudois. The Swiss even have proof of how fantastic their cheese is. Out of 2,615 products entered from 22 countries in 89 categories, the Swiss took the first prize this year at the World Championship Cheese Contest. 8. The world's smallest toolbox, the Swiss Army knife, was invented by Karl Elsener. 9. Most Indian films are shot in Switzerland. 10. They marry late in Switzerland. The average marriage age for men is 31.8, and 29.5 for women. 11. Swiss drink their own wine. Only about 2% of Switzerland's wine leaves the country. The Swiss produce about 200 million liters of wine per year and consume almost all of it themselves. 12. The Swiss are used to many languages. Because Switzerland has such a diverse population, it has declared 4 national languages. Its 4 official languages are Swiss German, which is spoken by over 2/3 of the population, French, Italian, and Romansh. 13. There are 208 mountains over 3,000 meters high, with 24 of them over 4,000 meters. The highest is Monte Rosa at 4,634 meters or 15,203 feet, however the Matterhorn, with 4,478 meters or 14,692 feet, is the most famous. 14. Charlie Chaplin spent the last 25 years of his life in Switzerland. 15. It's a Nobel Prize machine country. Switzerland is not only known for its banks, but also for being a global player in the academic field. Swiss universities have produced 113 Nobel laureates, and most of these Nobel Prize winners are scientists. 16. They drink a lot. It's normal for 20% of the Swiss people to engage in binge drinking, 4 to 5 drinks in a sitting, at least once a month. Unfortunately, as a result, there are 1,600 alcohol-related deaths in Switzerland each year. Some are the result of booze-fueled accidents, while others are caused by the long-term effects of alcoholism such as liver problems. 17. Switzerland's highest point is the Dufour Peak at 15,199 feet height. 18. Swiss chocolate makers Henri, Nestle, and Daniel Peter invented milk chocolate. 19. Teaching in Switzerland is one of the highest paid professions. 20. The Swiss love their chocolate. Swiss people consume the most chocolate per capita in the world. The country is famous for producing some of the world's highest quality chocolate, Lindt and Sprungli, after inventing modern techniques, such as conching and tempering. 21. Take a hike. Eisenbahn is the longest continuous cable funicular in Europe, functioning since 1910. You can ascend to the summit of the Niesen mountain in about 30 minutes with the coolest, and quite safe, ride out there. The world's longest stairway with 11,674 steps, is right alongside the track for anyone who'd like to take a hike. 22. Can you read Helvetica? The widely used sans serif typeface of Helvetica font, when using Microsoft Word, actually originates from Switzerland. In 1957, Max Miedinger with Eduard Hoffmann designed this neutral and convenient font. 23. There are Swiss taxes for owning a dog. Annual taxes are determined by the dog's size and weight. Dog owners are also required to take a training course to learn how to properly care for their pets. 24. Swiss law prohibits owning social pets unless you have 2 of them. This makes it illegal in Switzerland to keep just one guinea pig, mouse, ferret, fish, canary, pig, or other social creatures. With the world's most stringent animal welfare laws, Switzerland judges isolation for such animals as abuse. 25. The first waterproof watch was invented by Rolex. 26. Switzerland is the only country to build an airplane that is powered by solar energy. 27. To apply for Swiss citizenship, you have to live in Switzerland for at least 12 years. 28. Switzerland produces the most chocolate in the world. It's no wonder Switzerland is known internationally for its high-quality chocolate, but do you know just how much chocolate is made and consumed there? Approximately 172,376 tons of chocolate are made, and about 11 kilos of chocolate per person are eaten per year. 29. The Swiss eat more chocolate compared to any other country. 30. Switzerland is one of the world's leading exporters of chocolate. 31. The capital of Switzerland is Bern. 32. Their largest city is Zurich. 33. Switzerland is eco-friendly. Switzerland is one of the world leaders in recycling and waste management. The Swiss successfully separate and recycle organic and recyclable waste whilst converting the rest to energy. Moreover, Switzerland provides nearly all carbon dioxide-friendly electricity to its citizens. 34. Birthplace of the Red Cross. Switzerland's flag resemblance with the Red Cross is not a coincidence. Its flag is simply a color switching of the flag of Switzerland, showing proud Swiss roots. The Red Cross has 97 million volunteers and was founded in 1863 in Geneva, Switzerland, where its headquarters still remain today. 35. You can't name your child however you want. In Switzerland, it is prohibited to give a child a name that could damage the child's interest. 36. Switzerland's Gotthard tunnel is the longest in the world. The tunnel measures 57 kilometers in length. It is 7 kilometers longer than the Channel Tunnel between England and France. It took 17 years to complete it. 37. The official currency of Switzerland is the Swiss franc. 38. Switzerland has a considerable wealth gap between rich and poor. The top 20% of the population earn more than 4 times as much as the bottom 20%. 39. The most innovative country in the world. In 2018, Switzerland ranked first for the 8th consecutive year as the most innovative country in the world, in the Global Innovation Index. The Canton Vaud's economy has undergone some major transformations. From a farming-based economy in 1860, to a land of start-ups today, Vaud's economy is now one of Switzerland's biggest, and fastest-growing diversified manufacturing base, focused on niche markets. 40. Switzerland has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. In 2015 there were only 0.5 gun murders per 100,000 people in Switzerland, around 40 per year, compared to 5 gun murders per 100,000 people recorded in the US in 2014, around 30 to 40 per day. 41. Apart from occupation by Napoleon's France between 1798 and 1815, Switzerland has been an independent country since the year 1499. 42. It's very small. Switzerland is approximately 41,277 square kilometers, and its population is 8.42 million. The U.S. state of California is almost 10 times bigger than Switzerland, or nearly the size of Vermont and New Hampshire combined. 43. Military service is still compulsory for male Swiss citizens. Switzerland is one of the last Western Europe countries to enforce it, along with Austria. Under the Swiss constitution, male Swiss citizens have to serve in the Swiss army after age 18, while women can opt to volunteer. 44. Snowboarding, skiing, and mountaineering are popular sports in Switzerland. 45. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in Switzerland in 1989. 46. Switzerland's Sonnenberg Tunnel is the largest nuclear shelter in the world. 47. Albert Einstein developed his famous formula while he was in Switzerland. He developed his theory of relativity while studying and living in Bern, after renouncing his German citizenship to avoid military duty. 48. Europe's highest railway station. The highest railway station in Europe is in Switzerland, on top of the Jungfraujoch at 3,454 meters. 49. Home of world's longest staircase. This staircase is 11,674 steps and a height of 1,669 meters, or 5,476 feet, which makes it the world's longest stairs. 50. One of the smartest countries in math and science. Switzerland is the 8th smartest country in math and science, according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development (OECD). This was based on students' math and science test scores. 51. In Switzerland, citizens can challenge any law passed by parliament. Citizens can oppose any law by their government, provided they can gather 50,000 signatures against the law within 100 days. If successful, a national vote is held and voters decide by a simple majority whether to accept or reject the law. 52. August 1st is Switzerland's Independence Day. 53. Long life expectancy in Switzerland. Switzerland proudly claims the highest percentage of people over 100 in Europe. Contributory factors include the cleanliness of the air, the abundance of walking trails, and the availability of high-quality health care. 54. Grand Slam. Roger Federer has won 20 Grand Slam singles titles, earning him the position as the most successful men's tennis player, ever. 55. Switzerland is comprised of cantons instead of states. They are divided between the Alps, the Swiss Plateau, and the Jura, and surrounded by 5 countries: Austria, France, Germany, Italy, and Liechtenstein. 56. Low unemployment rates. This is due to its fairly prosperous and stable economy. The majority of employed workers in the country possess a relatively high level of education, and are specialized, which allows the country to offer high-end jobs with higher wages, and often guarantees a higher level of productivity and efficiency. 57. Highest salary and job security. As a result of its economic stability, Swiss adults have on average the most amount of money, compared to the average amount around the world, beating out countries such as the U.S. Swiss workers earn an average of $57,082 per year. 58. 60% of the country's electricity comes from a hydroelectric power source. 59. Swiss meat is among the most expensive in the world. 60. High Swiss tariffs on food and drink imports are designed to protect local farmers. 61. Low rates of people living in poverty. Some 530,000 people in Switzerland are listed as living on the poverty line, based on a monthly income. That's around 6.6% of the population. The proportion of the Swiss population living in extreme poverty, 4.6%, is one of the lowest in Europe, where 18.6% is the average. 62. In Switzerland, bank tellers are secured by bulletproof glass. 63. Sundays in Switzerland are protected by a long list of social laws. It is illegal to undertake activities such as mowing, hanging out laundry, washing your car, or recycling bottles, to ensure peace and beauty is maintained. A peaceful night's sleep is also guaranteed by building rules that frown upon noisy actions after 10 p.m., which can include peeing standing up, slamming a car door, flushing a toilet or emptying a bath. 64. Switzerland is prepared for nuclear war. In case of a nuclear war, Switzerland has enough bunkers to house their entire population. The Swiss military keeps fully stocked artillery bunkers, disguised as quaint country homes, in the middle of populated villages. 65. Alpine symbolism is a main national identity of Switzerland. 66. Globi, a Swiss cartoon character, is the most popular character in Switzerland. 67. The Swiss Guards protect the Vatican. The Swiss Guards who protect the Vatican, in the Vatican City, are dual citizens, and the only Swiss citizens allowed to serve in foreign armies. 68. Rivella is the most famous and favorite drink in Switzerland. 69. 25% of the population is foreign. Switzerland has one of the highest proportions of internationals, among all nations. More than 80% of the foreigners living in Switzerland are from European countries, and almost half of them come just from France, Germany, Italy, Portugal. 70. The least obese European country. Another reason Switzerland is a good country to live in, is for a fit life. The Swiss country is the least obese European country with only 17.5% of the population being obese. 71. One of the most expensive places to live in. Both the Worldwide Cost of Living Survey, and the Mercer Cost of Living Survey, found Zurich to be the world's third most expensive city. 72. Switzerland is one of the only two countries to have a square flag. The Vatican has the only other square flag in the world. The Swiss flag is a red square with a white cross in the center. 73. Coffee in Zurich is the most expensive in the world. Switzerland was also the origin of instant coffee when the Nestle company, started by Swiss businessman Henri Nestle in 1867, created Nescafé in 1938. 74. Traditional Swiss sports include Schwingen, wrestling, Hornissen, a cross between baseball and golf, and Steinstossen, stone put. 75. Switzerland is not governed by one head of state. Instead, it has a 7-member executive council that serves as the Swiss collective head of state. A president is elected for 1 year in office, and is regarded as the primus inter pares, or first among equals, during this time. 76. For over 190 years, Switzerland has been a neutral country during wartimes. 77. CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, is located within its borders.